Hey, what's up? It's Peytan Porter, and I'm gonna take you song by song through my debut EP, In My Head. In My Head is the title track of the EP, and we wrote it, I think, 3 days before we went into the studio to cut the project. I wrote it with Greg Bates and Kat Higgins, and we had our Jody Williams songs retreat, and it was like the second write of the second night, so the pressure to write a really good song was off, so we got to have fun. And I love this song. We threw in words like hooker and some cuss words that we ended up editing out, but it shows a part of my personality that is true. It's also a little cuckoo bananas, but I think it's relatable, and it just lends itself to talking about how, you know, it's easy to get a little too creative when you're left with too much alone time, and my mind wanders off to some dark spots when I'm left alone waiting for calls. In My Head, the song, Greg got a cut.
I got a cut.
Greg got a cut on this project.
The 11th hour, I got a cut.
In the 11th hour.
Yeah.
And we wrote it at the retreat, and I was telling Greg one of my many stories about the crazy things that I make up in my head and why it would be so hard to date me. And we got this song.
Well, you just started talking, and I think that's what I love about writing with Peyton is she will just start talking about things, and I'm just sitting there going, well, here's the song. Here it is. I mean, you're spelling it out. We just have to make it rhyme now.
Yeah.
And that was one of those songs where it was like, let's just have fun with it. Let's not overthink anything. And I think I just started playing the riff at the top. Again, you just started singing and started talking about, you know, what happens in your head. And as a man, I don't understand it, but in that
but your
moment,
wife does.
but my wife does, and in a way, I understand it, you know, because of that.
I didn't tell management or my publishers that I was sneaking it on the session. I told these guys.
Covert ops.
Covert, and it was just, I knew if we didn't cut it the next session, we would never record that song.
Correct.
And there was such an excitement and like fun feeling around the song that it was kind of my toy to keep me busy in the studio while they did real work. I was like, oh, I get to like kick this little ball around and play. And it ended up having this like really cool life, and everyone just kind of jumped in, and we got the phone call in there. We wrote it with the phone sound. Like we got to the bridge, and I was like, let's do a phone call.
Kat had her phone pulled up with the ringtone.
Yes,
so that
and we're like, all right, when it gets to the bridge, pretend like we're getting a phone call. And so then we recreated that here. And then there was one day where me and Evan spent like an hour picking apart cuckoo clock sounds. I was like, Evan, Greg left. Let's play with cuckoo clock sounds.
Yeah.
That's
what happens. Greg leaves, and then we just like play.
Yeah.
We just
Yeah.
mess things up.
But I think you did it. You had a vocal too, which was cool. So I think finding that cuckoo sound was fun.
The cuckoo.
We spent a lot of time. Do you want to tell them the part you played on that song?
Oh yeah.
I played one instrument
on
this
whole
record, and it was the ceramic dip spit cup.
Give us a little taste there.
This is the spit cup.
It's a spit cup. That is gross.
It's country. Tell me when to stop. And Evan said, come here, come hold this.
It was one of
He's
the
a
first things we
big
recorded.
spitter
Oh,
guy.
this is not true.
Yes.
Do not.
Yes. He is on the Zins.
Nope.
If
Look
Zin,
at these
if you're
pearly
seeing
whites,
this,
man. I'm
sponsor
good.
him.
Yeah.
I'm good.
He said, come over here and
clean.
play this real quick. So I think it was a pencil and the ceramic dip spit, and I sat there and I hit my beat, and I was
We were in
spot
the pocket
on.
too. It was great.
In the pocket, and that's my one instrument besides vocals on
And
this whole project.
I think we spent 30 minutes on the dip spit cup.
Yeah.
Because
Like
you would hit it and we'd be like, no, we need less liquid. We need it was a whole thing, and then like
Totally.
you took it and tuned one of the notes. Like we spent a lot of time,
Perfecting.
too much time.
No.
On the weird sounds in this song.
The perfect amount of time. Now you guys will never not hear it.
Yeah.
Going forward.